First and foremost, as always, call Loyum Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Racha Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to you, brothers that push this word in truth and in sincerity, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Getting into Matthew 26, the 26th chapter where Yahushai was praying, all right, because we're in the times when, Esau in his system, this system is designed to, wear out the saints, all right, and brothers definitely feel the effects of being in this captivity, okay? The food we eat doesn't yield any nutrients for our bodies. It doesn't replenish our bodies. The water we drink, same thing. It strips you of your minerals. And just just the day-to-day grind of having to go to work to support yourself and your family. That in itself is stressful and so we're all jacked up and what have you, but we're staying afloat. That's what's important. We're staying afloat. All right. Meanwhile, there's nothing but evil around us. Okay. Everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, is complete and utter evil. All right. So those things, affect us more than what we know. However, the Spirit of the Lord is what revives us. All right. Is what keeps us alive. It keeps us energized. It keeps us, moving. All right. So, getting to it, this is Matthew 26 and 36. It says, Then cometh Yahushua with him unto a place called Gethsemane, and saith unto the disciples, Sit ye here while I go and pray yonder. And he took with him Peter and the two sons of Zebedee, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy. Then saith he unto them, My soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. Okay? So Yahushua was going through he was about to be crucified, man. He had knowledge of his death. He knew what it was that he had to fulfill and accomplish in order to, be found, that sacrificial lamb in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. So him knowing all this, of course, he was full of grief and sorrow, man. Okay. So he said, in verse 39, it says, And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. All right. So the Lord knew that it was the Heavenly Father's will, not his own will, not Yahweh will, but the Heavenly Father Yahweh's will that had to be done. Okay. It says, And he cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, What, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? All right. So when he came back to the disciples, they was asleep. All right. You know how it is. You can be like back in the days being in the military. Sometimes you would have to pull guard, pull CQ, staff duty, and both of those are times when you gotta be up for 24 hours, monitoring the premises, making sure everything is cool, so on and so forth. And there's times when, when it get to the midnight hours, all right, that's when that sleepy demon come and tackle you. It hits you like a linebacker, man. All right. especially if you taking them, you might hit an energy drink and that shit wear off. All right. Yeah, man. So you get them sleepy eyes, you sitting down, your head starting nodding back. You gotta catch your head like the little babies, little toddlers when they sleep, you know what I'm saying? Their head be falling over and shit. Well, that's the situation the disciples was in. The Lord came and found them, nodding off, sleep, probably snoring, and he said, "What, could ye not watch with me 1 hour?" Okay. It says, "Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak." All right. And it's the flesh that's weak that pretty much, as the scriptures say, these are chains of darkness. All right, this flesh. Okay, so your spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Your spirit has every good intent. All right, just like the Apostle Paul said that, "Oh, wretched man that I am." The things he wanted to do was the things that he didn't do, and the things that he didn't want to do is the things that he did do. Okay? So our spirits are willing, but this funky ass flesh is what's weak. It's like buying a car and there's a governor on it. It might say 160 on the dash, but the governor is set to 100 miles an hour to where you can't go over 100 miles an hour in that vehicle. Like a Humvee. Humvees only go like 60 miles an hour. And that's not very fast. All right. So our spirits are willing, but this flesh is weak. All right. But the point is, you gotta constantly, watch and pray. All right, watch and pray. We're in the times when we gotta be very vigilant and watch everything around us and constantly be in prayer, because none of us know the day nor hour in which Yahushua is going to return. All right, and we know what the prophecies say pertaining to the things that's going to be going on prior to the Lord returning, and we're seeing a lot of those, but we got to remain vigilant. Okay, this is Philippians 3:3. It says, "For we are the circumcision which worship the Most High in the Spirit and rejoice in Hamashiach Yahushua and have no confidence in the flesh." All right, so we don't have any confidence in this flesh, simply because we rejoice and we serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua and worship Yahweh Shem Yahushua in the Spirit. Okay, now you got other Israelite groups that they have confidence in the flesh. They have confidence in what shows they have confidence in the flesh is because certain things that Yahweh, or should I say the Heavenly Father Yahweh, told us that we wasn't supposed to do pertaining to the flesh, these other Israelites do, as far as a man having long hair, all right, which, the Apostle Paul said it's a shame for a man to have long hair, and that's womanly, and that's a fleshly thing, all right, so to be having dreadlocks and some long ass braids down to the middle of your back, yeah, you got confidence in the flesh, because that's what females like. Females are sensual and fleshly. They give in to fleshly desires and all that. All right. Carrying guns. That's a carnal. That's carnality. You carrying a damn AR-15 rifle to camp. Meanwhile, Esau is, one of his worst enemies is the AR-15. Even though it's his blessing, the psychologically mind effing people to believe that AR-15s is one of the worst things that's wrong with America. Just so that's a clear example of trusting in the flesh. Going to Esau to get a 501c3 charter. All right, starting Israelite School University, Sakari University. You know, that's trusting in the flesh, man. You going down to Egypt and asking for help, and the Lord ain't tell you to do that shit. Okay? But we are the circumcision, all right, the brothers in Great Millstone and the affiliates of Great Millstone. We are of the circumcision which worship the Most High in the spirit. Okay? We worship Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai in the spirit, not the flesh. Okay? Though I might also have confidence in the flesh, if any other man thinketh that he hath whereof he might trust in the flesh, I more. All right, and the Apostle Paul, he could have bragged and boasted about the fleshly things that he did prior to his knowledge of Yahweh Shai, his conversion to believing in Yahweh Shai. He could have boasted in that flesh, but he didn't, because that's not important. All right, him coming to the knowledge of Yahweh Shai highlighted the fact that, you know, it's not about, you know, the fleshly outward appearance of things. All right. 2 Corinthians 4:1, it says, therefore, seeing we have this ministry, we have received mercy, we faint. As we have received mercy, we faint not. All right. So simply receiving this gospel, all right, this ministry, this calling, this understanding, that's mercy in itself. And because of that, we don't faint. Despite our flesh being weak, all right, we don't faint. Jumping down to verse 16, it says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. All right, that's why it's important to be prayed up, as they say, because that's working on the spiritual man, the inward man. All right, though you might get ailments, you might get sick, you might get a disease, all right, which all those things pertain to the flesh, but the spirit is renewed day by day. All right, the inward man, which a contributing factor to keeping that inward man renewed is prayer. All right, that's why Yahweh Shai once again said, watch and pray, especially in these times, because these times is everything around us is nothing but temptation. You know, these people that received that jab was deceived through temptation, through desire, fleshly desire, through temptation, through fear, through ignorance. All right, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, we wasn't affected by that. Okay, because they was worried about the outward man. Meanwhile, the true prophets, the true believers in Yahweh Shem Shah was concerned about the spirit or inward man. Psalm 73:26, it says, my flesh and my heart faileth, but the Most High is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. All right, in your heart, talking about your mind, which your spirit dwells in your mind. Okay, because there's times when you're going to receive or when you're going to hit a low point in this truth. All right, spiritually. You know, you just feel low, which is normal. All right, we all go through it. It's part of being in this truth. You know what I'm saying? Demons messing with you and just a lot of things that just boggle your mind. But as I said, but the Most High is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. So Yahweh Shem Yahushai strengthens our mind, all right, which is him strengthening the inward man. Okay, it's the Lord strengthening the inward man. Okay, fuck the flesh. The inward man is what's important. Okay. Psalm 27:13, it says, I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of Yahweh in the land of the living. All right. And that's our hope. That's our aspiration and our desire is to, see the goodness of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in the land of the living. We want to see deliverance. We want to see our people in a righteous mindset in our own land. We want to see the rebuilding of the land of Israel, of Jerusalem. All right, we want to see the captivity of the heathen. We want to see, the rail being put back in order, the water being clean, air being clean. As it goes into in the book of Ezekiel, I believe 39, all the armies, going through and they're going to have to burn all their weapons. And we want to see all that, man. Okay. And it's through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai strengthening our inward man that we will be able to do such. Avarazah, where of the elect. Okay. Verse 14, it says, wait on Yahweh for the good courage. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on Yahweh. So we just gotta wait, man. And the Lord is gonna strengthen our heart. He's gonna strengthen our mind. We just gotta simply wait and be found faithful. All right. Isaiah 40:28. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not. Okay. So the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, he don't get tired. Okay. Neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint. All right. To the elect of the nation of Israel. That's going through it. Okay. All of us brothers is going through it. We all got some crazy ass hell that we're going through that only we understand. All right, brothers in the truth. You try to tell these people in the world, they look at you like you're crazy. Okay? So he giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increases strength. And this is gonna happen on a whole nother fold, on a spiritual fold, being that in due time the Lord is gonna give us spiritual power, man. So we're holding on through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We're holding on to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, okay? Via, faith and hitting the highways and hedges and doing lessons and, things of that nature. But the time is gonna come when the Lord's gonna turn us up to where this flesh is gonna be a afterthought, man. We're gonna be superhuman. All right, we're gonna be extraterrestrials. All right. It says, even the youth shall fail and be weary, faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. All right. So take LeBron James' son, for instance. All right, he's a young cat, and he just had a damn heart attack. you 17, 18 years old, playing basketball and have a heart attack. That's the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young man shall utterly fall. I'm pretty sure he collapsed. You know what I'm saying? It says, but they that wait upon the Lord, all right, and the elect is waiting upon the Lord. LeBron James' son, he ain't waiting on the Lord. He waiting on his damn boule meeting or some shit. All right. But they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. All right. So we're going to literally fly. Okay. We're going to be able to run like the Flash, and you'll be able to walk through the Sahara Desert if you wanted to, and not drink one drop of water and be good. That's the type of power that the Lord is, going to bless us with. He's going to upgrade us, so to say. Okay, but it all starts with watching and praying. Okay, because the spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. All right. So, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Till next time, I say shalom.